Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with a side bet on XM and Future Digibite OG. So, real quick, UB2 Sab, my meme genius and cloud art extraordinaire. So, I wanted to share a couple things from him. So, this is fantastic, UB2 Sab. I appreciate this. These were a couple I had left that I was waiting to use. So, I appreciate this. And then a meme. Keep it up and you'll be in the trunk while I go help them look for you, UB2 Sab. So thank you, UB2 Sab. So get into business. We've got some serious stuff taking place right now. If Bitcoin doesn't hold this level, we could see a bigger drop than just this level. And I was anticipating we were going to go down to at least this level. Told you all day every reason why. And it just happened to fall through right now. And in the 1 minute, it's literally trying to hook anywhere. But if it falls through this hook, Bitcoin would go down to 43,556 or 43,000. So it'd look like this, and then it might go like that. If it bounces, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any kind of bounce here. I'm thinking it has to come down a little bit. Otherwise, why would it have done everything it just did just to come down to this level? And it makes perfect sense why Doge had that run up right before this happened. Because of, in fact, Doge, like I said, is going to make that run. I think the apex is still around that 26.5, 25.7 area. And if Bitcoin goes down to 23, or 43, if it fell through this level and got down to like 43,556 or 43,061 before it had a rebound, that would put Doge right around 26 cents. But I don't know what's going to happen with Doge. It's still on the level before when Bitcoin fell. So are most of these other ones. They still haven't come around to the bottom side yet like Bitcoin did. I think they're all waiting for Bitcoin to fall off, ladies and gentlemen. Because we're not getting that sunburst volume like we did last night at this level. So, expect the worst here because... I mean, don't expect the worst because we could very easily bounce off. But before we go any farther, hit that subscribe button, like, and also dislike and show your disapproval if for some reason... me telling you exactly what's going to happen day after day after day is somehow offending you. If me telling you the perfect buy zones and sell zones is somehow offending you, or me not being a financial advisor, should you take my advice? No, you shouldn't, because I'm not a financial advisor. If that offends you, well, hit the dislike button. Show me what you think of me. Also, if you want to join Tom's Army, the link is in the description. That is always something that I greatly appreciate. And then, if you want to check out my Swing Traders Anonymous, my second YouTube page, we're up to 343 subscribers. That link's in the description as well. And also my Twitter. That's very important. A lot of you message me and say my Twitter, or I mean my YouTube doesn't alert you even though your notifications are on. Join my Twitter. I share every single one right after it uploads from YouTube right onto Twitter. So, that's an easy solution. So, getting back to business, XRP. So, if we do this, guys, like what I'm thinking we're just going to build a quick cup and handle, right? And this is what I've been staring at. Right to here. I think we're going to go left shoulder, right back to a head, and then come right back down. And if we do, that's going to propel us down even farther. Because it doesn't look like Bitcoin wants to hold this level. It looks like Bitcoin fell underneath my line. So we're going to have to see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. I could see a mild bounce by Bitcoin doing one of these. Do I think it's going to go back to 45,307? It possibly could. I mean, I felt like it was going to go to 43,556 or 43,061 before we would get that extreme pull up. And I thought that's what could give Doge the ability to make that big run if Bitcoin went from 43,061 or 43,556 all the way up to like 45.3 or get knocked down one last time at 46. Now you know And I'm trying to find the scenarios, and it all seems to be fitting together. So it's a very interesting night. If you're looking to swing, it's so tough because we don't know if it's going to fall down. But if it does do what I'm saying, because you see we closed the third straight day on the daily under that $1.18 line, and you see that's probably one of the things that's kicking it in the nuts right now. So it could go down to $1 and then bounce back up to $1.18 one last time. Nobody says the run's over yet. It's just, I keep telling you, you're playing with fire every time you go up there and then come back down here, because you break this level, it's going to be trouble. And then if you're at 43,000 and you don't hold it, a bunch of people from 38,000 bought Bitcoin. That 5,000 rise was bought by one purchase of like 10,000 Bitcoin or some bullshit. Same group. So once that happens, it's going to go right from 43,000. If it breaks that to like 42.5, you know it's going back to 38. Because they'll just dump it all at once. They're not going to dump it and lose profit. So it's getting very, very tricky here now. A lot of YouTube is costing a lot of people a lot of money because they simply don't get it. Don't get left out in the dark. Join Tom's Army. Spread this far and wide. Make sure that everybody else is as fortunate as you being able to see this channel. T-Speak at 222 XRP, future millionaire at the side by an excellent future Digibyte OG. Most logical thing for XRP is exactly what I showed you right here. And then we'll probably trade down. If we trend down south of 110, we're probably going to $1. $1 to $1.05 area. Just like I said all day. I'll update you as appropriate, but it's 11:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want me to be here and be here more often, join Tom's Army. It's that simple. Show me that support. The more people I see in Tom's Army, the more often I want to be here. It makes me that much more focused. DGB. There's nothing I can even show you because we nailed DGB. And we're looking for the sweet spot down at, I don't know if it's going to get way down there, though. That's what I keep telling you. So 5.8 would be a good spot. That's why I put it in there. So with DGB, you could see something like this. It's riding it, but if it wants to come up. But I think it's going to trade down to at least 5.8, especially if Bitcoin does what it looks like. But there's always that chance, guys. I showed you earlier, so. Man, did I put a lot of FUD up here. There, that looks better. Just so you guys can see what I had. That's what I was thinking before. Whew. Excuse me. So that's what we're thinking. 5.8 could be a buy spot. 5.3 if it made a real sudden drop off. And then you could see a kick from 5.3 maybe back up to that 6.3. So there could be a pretty significant bounce on a lot of these. Just to try to come up, just to get overall failed and rejected for one last time. And XLM, it's still exactly what we're showing. Is it going to get down to the 32 and break that, which we're getting awfully close? And if we do, I think we have a date with 28 cents. And if we did manage to get down here, guys, and not trade between the wedge, because that's exactly what could happen. I'm not saying we're going to go to 40, but we could trade between the wedge. But if we break back outside, I think we have a date with here, and then we could bounce back up to the top of the wedge. So 28 to 34, maybe to 35. But that's how this would work. So this is, I hope, cleared things up. Again, you got to make the best decision you possibly can, but it's kind of a dangerous spot right here because it feels like, to me, it's going to fall through. Stay true, stay blessed.